Hello everybody, this is GiveUAnxiety on the microphone, bringing you guys another AoE 3 tournament match here. Joined alongside with Kaiserklein, and we're going to be casting a round of 32 series from the GUA December 2019 subscriber tournament. This is Ezad versus Conquerer999. This should be a really good one here, two really good players. And game one's going to be played on Manchuria. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel right away here, and we'll go with... we will spin the wheel for Conqueror999 first here. Alright, let's see what civilization Conqueror gets. Conqueror getting the Dutch civilization. Alright, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Ezad. Let's see what civilization Ezad gets here in game one. Ezad getting the Ottoman civilization.
Oof. Ottoman's not very good on this map, I think. Like, this is the kind of matchup where Otto is gonna get like 2 yaks and Dutch is gonna get 10.
Yeah, that is very true, right? With the 2 scouts and like Ottoman being forced to build the trading post.
Right. Yeah, that's just a bit sad. The TP line also is it's a decent TP line, but it's not like the greatest you can get.
Yeah, it does have the 2 different spawns. It could be like the 2 trading posts, or it could be the 1 single TP line with 3 trading posts. I don't know which one. I mean, they're not significantly different from one another, but I don't know which one you think is better there.
Well, for Otto, I guess the 3 TP line is better just because it's 3 and you want to get as many as possible. But even then, the 3rd trading post is like really close to your opponent's base, so it's a bit hard to defend sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, we're getting right into this one. Let me know in the chat how these microphones sound. Unfortunately, Discord was down right as we're starting the series, so we had to download Skype. And I don't know, the settings, might be slightly different, but I think it should be okay. Just let me know if I need to turn my voice down or need to turn Kaiserklein down or whatever. Just let us know. But here we go, hopping into game one here. As I said, this is GUA December 2019 subscriber tournament. We have a $400 prize pool for this tournament, which is awesome. I set the goal of raising $200 from the AoE3 community. And I told you guys, if you guys donate $200, that I would match that donation, and I'd donate $200 of my own money. And that's exactly what happened. So here we are. We got a $400 subscriber tournament, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's really a lot of money, actually.
Yeah, it's quite impressive. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this has been going.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels like Conqueror got better hunts, but I don't know if it...
I'll let you be the judge. I'll take it for myself, but...
Why this responsibility? Well, I don't know. Like, it's not terrible, and it's Otto, so I guess it's okay. And he's got hunts. It's more like Conqueror has too many hunts, kind of. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't have that many usually, but oh well. I guess it's good enough. We had a wood start, so Otto's gonna build a mosque, and Dutch is not gonna do anything with the wood.
Yeah, he's actually just gonna let it sit on the floor there. And this is the 2 TP line, the 2 separate TP lines, each with 2 trading posts. So like we were saying before, before the game started, you could either see this spawn, or you could see a spawn where there's just 1 TP line and there's 3 trading posts. So, not a huge difference, but yeah, like we were saying, it is probably more beneficial for Ottoman if it was a 3 TP line, because they could potentially get all 3 trading posts and then stagecoach them.
Yeah.
But here we go. We do have Ezad going for a 90 wood charger, which is pretty nice. Oh, but look at this, Conqueror999 coming up to potentially contest it. It's actually...
I think it's gonna be slightly too late.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't pay attention now anyway, but even if he does, but yeah, it's just a bit too late.
Yeah.
But he might be able to kill that explorer, especially since he's got the envoy as well.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice, just picking up the explorer kill there. Ezad gonna try to retreat here, trying to unsnare himself from the Explorer, and looks like he did do it successfully there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. However, when he goes down a hill, it's kind of when your Explorer goes down a hill in this game, then you get snared again. I don't know how to explain it, but like with the elevation, you can get snared again because you. I don't want to try to explain that. But yeah.
It is quite tricky. I remember like a while back, I like noticed that myself, and I remember like making a topic on ESOC about like, you know, is it possible to like manipulate the hills to your advantage in some way? But it's very difficult to. But yeah, it is. It always is interesting when you like see that though, and you notice it. It's you know, a very small detail of AoE, but it is there.
Yeah, because then your units just run faster down the hill, something like that. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so yeah, like I said at the start, you know, you've got Otto with two yaks. Well, he's gonna get a third yak, but you know, it's 9 to 3 yaks, which is just really good for Dutch. Ideally, Dutch would even get 10, and then you can pen, because like, if I remember correctly, yaks are the best for a pen, just like llamas. I think they fatten a little bit faster than other livestock. I'm not sure about that, but either way, if you can build a livestock pen, it's just like so much more food in your base. And even if you don't build a pen, it's anyway so much food.
Yeah, that definitely is a pretty big advantage. You know, winning the Cal game there 9 to 3. We are seeing Ezad building that second trading post here, and I mean, it looks like he's probably going to be going for the fortress play. What do you think? Rather than, you know, putting on some aggression in H2. He is moving a villager across the map, however.
I don't know. I don't really know what he's doing, because he's chopping lots of wood. I mean, he's chopped for a second TP, and now he's still chopping wood. So I don't really know what he's doing, honestly. I guess it's some...
dock?
Sort of, maybe I don't know if it's gonna be a dock or.
It is, I think. He's in position to build a dock here. What is this villager doing?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we're about to see a dock. There it is.
Yeah, but Dictator spotted that Vil earlier, and he's gonna smartly come back and confirm. You know, he could have believed it was a front base. Like, imagine he would have just gone back with his envoy and be like, oh my god, he's rushing me, I gotta make units and defend the rush. And then, in fact, the Vil would be just building a dock. But nah, pretty good by Dictator to just confirm that. So now he knows what's up, he knows there's a dock here, and he can react accordingly. He might, like, you might pike that down, right? I mean, that dock is pretty exposed. You could make 5 pikes and try to get it down. There's a second dock going up as well.
A third.
I guess he's gonna get stagecoach too, so pretty economical start for Ottomans here.
Yeah, definitely possible, you know, viable to ship pikes. Yeah, I guess you would have to ship pikes rather than probably make the pikes and see why. You could, I suppose, throw it on a racks and train some pikes. But yeah, we're seeing 3 docks from Ottoman here.
Oh, 3 docks, yeah. Damn, without schooners, I don't know if you can really sustain. I guess he's got stagecoach in already, which is gonna add some more wood in comb, and he shipped 600 wood, so I guess, yeah, he's gonna have plenty of wood now. So he's gonna water boom real quick here.
And we're seeing a stable at home. Do you see this for Ezad?
Oh, interesting.
It's gonna be hard to, you know, keep production up from like 3 docks and a stable. That's gonna be a little bit tricky. Definitely, I feel like you're gonna have some of them idled. But
well, especially as he's not mining any gold.
Yeah, perhaps we'll see 700 gold come in as his next shipment here, and yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a must, right? I didn't expect 700 gold to be that early already. I mean, if you look at the shipments right now, Otto got 2 more shipments in Dutch. And that is partly due to the mosque. The fact that he could build this in H1 means that shipment comes in earlier. So yeah, he's able to train some Hus. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. I don't know that the Hus will do so much though. They're kind of late. I mean, he's gonna get them out at like what, 6:40 or something, and they're gonna cross the map and they're gonna be in the Dutch base at 7 minutes. And I don't know that the Huss will really do much. Maybe Dutch will already be aging. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and it looks like Conqueror is going like full boom mode. He's got 4 banks up and a livestock pen. He shipped 700 wood and then the bank wagon, and it looks like I think he's macroing an age up here. So I think he's going to be going for a naked age 3 with 4 banks and a livestock pen, which is really good. But at the same time, I mean, this Ottoman boat boom is looking pretty strong itself.
Yeah, definitely. Like Otto is gonna be ahead in eco, but then again, yeah, Dutch is basically gonna age now, and the Huss, I don't know. I guess they're gonna be able to idle a little bit.
Yeah, definitely going to cost some idle time. Conqueror probably, I don't know, I'm putting too many villas in the TC there, and not a lot of those kind of walking around. I feel like he could be using his villas a little bit more optimally, rather than putting like all of them inside town center there. Oh, is he going to TC fire? Oh no, he switched to TC fire. That was really nice. So he used the villagers to punch that really low HP Huss, and he switched to town center fire so it wouldn't overkill that one Hussar. So
Yeah,
he's actually having pretty good control here.
yeah, it's just a bit sad that he wasn't able to gather the food he needs to age. Like at this point, just buy 200 food. I think like you gotta age, right? I mean,
Yeah.
well, like he just queued another bill instead of okay. Now he bought some food. He just needs 34 more food. Is he gonna get it? Okay, so now he's gonna be able to age, but actually the Hussars definitely delayed the age up by like 30 seconds or something, so it's pretty good for Ezad here.
Yeah, that was quite a nice delay, and now it's always annoying, like, looking at the villagers going back on resources. They're, like, all trying to get on one hunt and just, like, bumping into each other, so it's kind of causing, like, more idle time, just them trying to get on the resources, but he's kind of stabilizing himself here now.
But the yaks are gonna be fat in like 2 seconds, man.
Oh, boy.
And like, sure, Otto's got a really nice eco. He's got more eco than Dutch with the stagecoach for sure. Even though, well, Dutch is gonna get the last bank, but like, there's gonna be a window now where Dictator is just gonna get more resources with the yaks. So I don't know. There's no foundry either for Otto. He's got a Rax and a stable, but you don't really want to go Jan Haas against Skirmarita. You kind of need Abus guns in H3. So we'll see about that. Interesting game so far.
Yeah, definitely. These yaks, that is a lot of food there. What is it? I think it was 9 yaks all fed into 400 food, and obviously a very quick gathering source. So yeah, that's a lot of food there. And Conqueror is kind of running low on hunts on the map, but obviously with those yaks, like he won't need to go onto the hunts for quite a long time since he has so much food in those yaks. So even if he can't get map control, that's gonna like help him where like he doesn't need map control for a while since he'll be getting so much food there.
Yeah. Well, and he does also have this hunt here that he can get pretty easily in his base, I think. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we do have Jan Haas and Falconets, and I don't know that Otto should be pushing already. I mean, he's got almost nothing to defend the Falks. Then again, Dictator went for 1k wood, which is questionable to say the least. Like, when you already have your 5 banks and a stable, do you already need like 1k wood? I think 9 Ritas here, and he would just be able to kill the Falconets.
Yeah, going kind of really greedy with that 1k wood.
Yeah.
We do have veteran Hussars out for Ezad here. But
yeah, no veteran Jans.
Yeah.
And adding a second barracks. Okay. I guess Dictator is like, he's got a shipment on the way, so he's probably got 9 Ritas, and then he's gonna try to maybe take a fight.
Yeah, we're seeing double stable from Conqueror here and an artillery foundation, so I would imagine he's probably got, does he have cannons in queue there? Falconets? Yep. Yeah, 2 Falcons in queue right now.
Yeah, but he lost his market, and he also is almost housed now. I mean, he's gonna be housed. So that 1k wood kind of melted, and I don't know. It's gonna be tough for him to get the pop space he needs. He's he really needs a market right now to sell some food and buy wood or something like that, and just like start massing, because right now he's gonna stockpile resources for industrial basically, and not being able to respend them. He does get 2 falconets out though, which is just enough to, well, to fight the Ottoman 2 falconets. This is really laggy.
Yeah.
Huh. That's unfortunate. Well, it's not us, because we can call just fine, so it's one of the players.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're definitely having a big lag spike here. I'm gonna. Oh, I do have Discord up in the background. I'm just randomly closing that. I mean, I don't think it's on my end, but okay. Here we go. Men being called.
Oh, 2 falconets coming in position. And Ezad's falconets shooting at the Reuters. So actually, this is a great trade for Dictator right now. He can. Oh, his falconets doing the 360 no and the 360 again, but. Yeah, regardless, he's gonna clean this up, and it's a pretty good trade.
Yeah, that went really good. I think the 2 cannons killed both of Ezad's cannons there very early in that fight. Anyhow.
Yeah, that was pretty good for Dictator for sure. And as much as I think the calf combat was kind of questionable, like, he might have actually sent calf combat instead of 9 Reuters because he was housed and he couldn't send the Reuters. But like, it's not exactly what you want right now, right? It's a little bit early for calf combat, but now he's got it. So here's that. Like, he's got calf combat, so all his Reuters are going to be stronger for the whole game. So that's pretty good for him. Like, getting away with shipping calf combat and still winning the fight is pretty good. And now, well, Ezad's got a... Oh, wow. Ezad's switching to double foundry. So that has to be for Abus guns, right? You don't need 2 foundries if you're going to make cannons. So he wants to make Abus.
Yeah, and it looks like shipment of 5 Abus are out now. And I don't think Conqueror's going to be able to push into this. There's a lot of Jans there. Well, I mean, 2 cannons are quite nice. But yeah, getting a big massive Abus here will be pretty good there, and they'll be able to deal with the 2 falconets.
Yeah, there's kind of a window of like another 30 or 40 seconds before Ezad can pop like more Abus and already kill the falconets. Because right now Ezad got only 9, and I don't think you want to try to kill the falconets with 9 Abus here. So he's gonna wait for 5 more at least, which gives a little bit of time to Conqueror to do what he wants. But he's kind of hesitating here. Otto adding some Cavarcher, so going for the Husk Cavarcher Jan Abus composition.
Alright,
It's interesting.
Just a little bit of everything there. Here we go. Looks like Ezad's pushing in here.
Yeah. I think Ezad will kill this, but it's probably a decent trade for Conqueror. Although Abus are just disgusting, so I don't know.
Yeah, a couple veteran Husks at home picking off a couple villagers from Conqueror, but here we go. Reuters do pop out of stable. Gonna be able to clean up these Hussars. And we did see Conqueror ship the church card, so what can he do with that as Dutch?
Well, he's got already 6 banks on the field, so he 7 banks, 7th bank going up. So he got the tech, which makes the unit slower, but allows you to build 2 more banks. Coffee trade, I believe. That's always a bit annoying. I mean, like, the Reuters right now are slower than Hussars, so you can't even catch raids with Reuters anymore because of the tech. But he does have 2 more banks, so he pulled ahead in eco. And he can also get the Stradiots. Like, if he could pop the Stradiots right now, it might be pretty good, actually. Maybe not quite enough. I don't know.
Let's take a look at what's in queue here. Is he continuing to train Reuters? Yeah, he does have 5 Husks in queue right now, actually. So, big batch of Husks. There we go, 5 veteran Hussars out on the field for Conqueror. And a shipment of 4 Hussars.
Oh, interesting. But there's no skims to snipe the Jans. So they're not gonna die so quickly, and really, I think if you got the church card, you might as well get the Stradiots. I mean, it's 1k gold now for 5 Stradiots, which is insane. Why would you ship the church card and then get Hussars when you can get Stradiots? I'm not sure about that. So yeah, the Hussars just kind of died because the unit composition is just better for Otto. There's really nothing for Dutch to kill the Jans, especially now that Jans have Jan combat, which is 20% on EP, by the way. So looking pretty good for Otto here. Just terrible trades for Dictator.
Yeah. Perhaps a strange army composition here. Yeah, going like pure Reuters, and yeah, I think he definitely did have a chance to do the Australians from the church there. And even like he could have just canceled like 1 or 2 Hus and still been able to get like a pretty good Hus patch out and the Australians.
I think he's gonna get it now. Maybe he's gonna stack 1k gold and maybe he's culling the Stradians right now, so he might have a shot at cleaning this up. But I'm not sure. Like well, Stradians do get Cav combat because the Dutch Cav combat works on all Cav, so they will be really strong. Oh, and 8 skirms as well.
8 skirms and
that's a really
Australians.
good pop. That's a really good pop actually. This might just allow Dutch to come back in this game. He's gonna clean this up definitely.
Yeah, very good timing there. He bought the Explorer back, got the 8 serum shift and the Australia all at the same time there. So is pushing Ezad back here, and Conqueror's buying himself some more time. And
Yeah, and this Mamluks though.
yeah, that's unfortunate. He like kind of just lost a big portion of his army, but he really did repopulate really very quickly. I mean, look at this reinforcement of the Ottoman military here. He's already got a big batch of like Abus and Jans and the Mams.
Yeah, actually Otto just has more eco at this point, because like a big part of the Dutch eco is just banks, and banks don't have any upgrades. And if you check the market upgrades on the Ottoman villages, they have almost every market upgrade, and the boats also have the second fishing upgrade. And then he's got the stagecoach, and then he's got 2 TCs. 2 TCs with the second mosque upgrade, and he doesn't need to pay for vills, right? And Dutch is making vills, so he gotta spend some resources, and then he's got stagecoach, and like at the end of the day, in fact, Otto just has more eco than Dutch. He's just able to spam more military, and so even though he just got cleaned up, this remass is insane.
Yeah, definitely, and a 3rd TC being built for Azad here, so. Yeah, he's sitting pretty good here with 3 TCs, the water boom. Ooh, look at the single Australia rating these Ottoman villagers here with a 64 hand attack. Just a single Australia raid. Oh my god, dude, that's so annoying.
Yeah, it kills a villain in 4 hits only. Jesus. And it's got also like almost 700 HP, so you don't kill that with like your vills.
No. Oh, look at this battle. 1 Mamluk versus 1 Australiat.
Yep.
Who will win?
Well, the Strata is too low HP.
Yeah.
And the Mam would win anyway, I guess.
Oh, man.
Although it would be quite close. Otto going for a push again. He made more Falconets himself. I don't see Dutch just winning that. Like, he needs to make some skirms or something.
Yeah, these Reuters are like dropping so quickly. It looks like when these Abus like get a volley off, like watch these Reuters just fucking melt here.
Yeah, I don't know why he's going Reuters at all.
Yeah, oh my gosh, look at all those right there.
Yeah, I think this is part of like the myth, you know, like people think that pure goon can beat Ottomans, which is just not true, unless you're really running around all the time and raiding. And now the Hus are gonna catch the Falconets, but does he really care so much about these Falconets? Like, they don't really do much, right? I mean, it's still good, of course, for Dictator to kill them, but it's not a big deal. I mean, like, there's enough Jans and Abus to kill anything here anyway. And this bank is probably gonna go down soon. It's on 500 HP. Ezad should just finish it.
Yeah, that was quite a nice flank from Conqueror, but yeah, as you said, this Ottoman army is still looking very scary even without those cannons. And a couple Jans and melee here charge into the front line.
Also, I feel like Dictator could have maybe tried to contest the water at some point.
Yeah, never...
Like, he just let Otto get away with the pure water booming and just didn't really do much about it.
Yeah, another big lag spike here, unfortunately.
Yep. 2 more Falks. The Vills are gonna tank a little bit, but the Falks just die to Abus guns way too fast. Like, you don't want to train Falks against Abus, really.
Yeah, I feel like Conqueror perhaps got tunnel vision in this game, and yeah, it just seemed like his arm composition was just wrong this game. Like going full Reuters, like, you know, where's the skirms at?
Yeah, you kind of just want to get skirms and counter infantry rifling against giants, and then some Haas, like skirm Haas with the arsenal would just win that probably. Falconets are definitely not what you want to train here. And if you look at the resources, yeah, Otto just outboomed Dutch.
Yeah. That three dock water boom for Otto.
Yeah, I mean 45 vills at 830 plus 2 TP stagecoach.
Man.
That was an interesting build from Otto for sure.
Yeah. Alright, so game 1 going to Ezad there. Alright, so game 2 is going to be played on Jebel, Musa. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel here for Conqueror. Let's see what civilization Conqueror gets here in game 2. Conqueror getting the Iroquois civilization.
Oh, that's pretty strong. Especially in Snap, I think. But I don't know how comfortable Conqueror is with Eero. I don't know if he even plays Eero.
Well, he did play Eero in the TWC tournament, but he actually got defeated by really strong opponents, if you remember that series. And Ezad getting German civilization. Do you remember? Does that series ring any bells to you? Or
I don't remember that series with Dictator.
It was Dictator in the TWC tournament. I think like game 1 was Iromir on Arkansas.
Against who?
Conqueror was like really big favorite. Well, he was the favorite, but like his opponent was like really good. And
so I guess it was you, right?
Yeah,
has to be you.
Exactly. Yeah. I ended up 3-0ing Conqueror, and everyone was just.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but here we go. Get into
so he did play some Eero, but yeah, okay.
Right.
I also don't know how comfortable Ezad is with Germany. I don't know Ezad very well. Like I don't really know what civs he plays, so we'll see, I guess. But this is a pretty close matchup.
Yeah, he's definitely a low-key player. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Ezad either. His like civilization strengths and weaknesses. So we'll have to see here.
Yeah. What I know about Ezad is that he really likes to play non-standard. Like you could see previous game. He usually doesn't really do what you would expect someone to do in a given matchup. So we'll have to see what he does here. But I don't know how much non-standard you can play as Germany here. You pretty much have to react to what Eero does. I don't think he can go for some crazy water boom or something right now as Germany. I think he's gonna have to just do the standard like crossbow pike or just some IFF stuff. We'll see though.
Yeah, I agree with that. Usually Iroquois are the one kind of dictating how this game goes, and Germany kind of responding to them.
Yeah.
All right. Getting into game 2 here in this best of 5. We're in the round of 32. We have Ezad versus Conqueror. Ezad currently up 1-0, and game 2 being played on Jebel Musa. Ezad playing as German civilization, Conqueror playing as the Iroquois civilization. Let's see if this is a wood start. Let's see what crates are we going with here. Just loading into the game.
Yeah, I don't actually know who would start favors here, because, you know, like, everyone's like, yeah, Germany is so good on wood start and all that, which is true. Like, of course, Germany loves to get a wood start and a trading post. But then again, Eero also loves so much to get a trading post. And getting that TP in age 1 means Hero can even go for a fast age and just rush, for example. So what do we get though? That was a food start, right?
Yeah, it was a food start. Just 100 wood on the floor for German here. So, yeah, German player is not going to be able to build a trading post here in age 1.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good start for Hero. Because like Hero is just going to age. He doesn't mind, right? But Germany would like to get a TP or a market. And you can get a market on this start with good macro and like 1 treasure. But it looks like Ezad decided to just go for the house and the quicker age up, which is also an option. But that's just pretty good for Hero, because Hero is going to be able to age up 14 most likely instead of 15 because of the extra food crate. And Germany will kind of struggle to get a market and a TP in transition. Like when you gotta get bust the market and the TP while aging, it's just a little bit annoying. And now that 100 food treasure for Hero is just insane. He might even be able to age up 13 now. I mean, look at the food count already.
Yeah.
Like what the hell? Like
that is really good. And yeah, you were talking about possibly, Germans sometimes liking to build a market in age 1 if they can't build a trading post, but yeah, I mean, obviously if it was like 100 wood and 100 gold, it's easier to get that market in hunting dogs, but I don't know, for me, I never liked building a market with German in age 1 if it's, like, I think that was a 300 food and then, only 100 wood. So
I know, yeah. It's pretty hard, but I do it every time. And
really?
like, if you do it well and you get like, even that, like this 40 gold for your hunting dogs, you should have like 5 seconds of idle time max or something, maybe 10 in the worst case. But you need a really tight macro and all that. But I do it almost every time, and usually I don't age late. It's just really hard to do. It's kind of a skill to make a market and that start as Germany. But if you do it properly, then it's just so good, right? Because you have your market, and it's just so much better than just, not having it. But anyway, like you see now he's got 50 wood and 20 gold. That could have been useful for a market, and he's just not going to do anything with it, in fact. But
yeah, definitely. If you can get like pretty good treasures to help you get towards that market, I think that's really key. Like if you find treasures or not is very key.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're saying, yeah, you do have to macro really on point if you're going to try to squeeze that market in.
Yeah, it's kind of like map knowledge as well. If you know this map, you know that in the middle, next to a TP line, there's always some small coin and wood treasures. So if you know that, you can drop your market directly, go in the middle and just like hope you're going to get a small coin treasure. And usually you should get one. But anyway, Hero is aging 13 indeed. So that's like a fast age pretty much, except he's going to get the crates.
Yeah, that is actually insane. 13 age up. They usually do like 15, right? So
yeah, 15 is standard. 14 happens quite a lot, but 13 you need to get some food treasures, and then it's just nuts. Like he's aging so much before Germany. He's gonna have his free war hut anyway, because for some other civs it kind of sucks to age up with so few vills, right? Because you have a bad eco. Like 13 vills is not a lot, but for Hero it's okay because he gets a free war hut anyway, so he's gonna be able to make units regardless, and it's gonna be a real scary. He's got his TP up already, while Germany hasn't even started building his own TP.
Yeah, could he like deny this trading post? Like right now, if Conqueror ships like Kanye or Cav, can he like kill this Explorer before?
Nah,
no, probably not.
Like, a TP takes 25 seconds to build, and a shipment takes 40 seconds. So it would be too slow.
Yeah.
But
what if you like big button? Like that would be ballsy. But
I think like no matter what you do, the TP will go up. Mm-hmm. However, it might just go down really quickly again in H2. Like if he gets a big button directly and started sieging down the TP, then yeah, it's kind of a TP that you get at 4 minutes and will go down at 5:30. So I don't even know if it's worth building a TP right next to your opponent's war hut like that.
Yeah, that would be if you only get like 1 XP pass or like 2. That would not be good.
Right. And Germany does not have a market. Oh, he does. Wait. Oh, okay, it's on top there. He's going for crossbow pike, apparently. He's chopping. But then again, Oh, he's shipping 700 wood, I think, because he's got 23 pop, which is like just 2 ulans, so it has to be crates. And
Ooh. Nice
so that's
wall.
weird wall, but it's working.
The Explorer was denying the top one, so he just placed it slightly behind.
Yeah, good move. He's gonna lose the Vio though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. And he needs to keep herding this hunt here.
Oh my god, there's like 2 villagers explode. Oh, that vill now going down. It was at 6 HP.
Yeah.
Killing the Explorer and probably killing a second vill here. But, well, maybe potentially.
Okay, so Germany's gonna be okay here. I mean, he's gonna lose another Vil, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he did kill the Kenya. But now Tomahawks are on the field already.
Yeah.
And I don't like the 700 wood here. I feel like you should go 8 bows when your opponent is up that fast. But we'll see what he can. Like, he's going double racks, but is he even gonna get the food to like spam from 2 raxes at this point? Like, look at that, he's getting 3 crossbows from 1 barracks. So why would you have a second barracks then? I don't think it's gonna pay off.
Yeah, looks like a bit of a shaky start here for Ezad. I mean, losing 2 villagers that early, just, I don't know, it feels and it looks so painful.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we do have 2 raxes up. Now he finally got some houses up, so we can start queuing up units. But pretty big Iroquois military here moving forward. And yeah, Zod's like really struggling to get on hunts, and he's like, well, now he has some hunts underneath his TC, but a couple of these villagers still pretty exposed. We'll have to bring them back in if these Kanye spot them.
Yeah, he did bring a hunt under his TC, which is good. And with good kiting, he can probably be okay here. Although, the pathing, the crossbows going on the right side of the TC, I would have expected them to go between the gold mine and the TC here. But 600 wood popping, which means 2 ulans, is gonna help a little bit. But Minuteman gonna pop as well, okay. But I think Dictator is just gonna like take the fight.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine if that was 8 crossbows right there popping.
Oh, he's pulling back. I think he could have sent these Kenya on top of the crossbows. I mean, I don't know. I anyway kind of question the 6 Tomahawks. When you see 2 barracks, why would you not go 7 hyenas instead of like 6 Tomahawks? I think it's straight up just like better, but more. So yeah, the 7 hyenas are coming in now. And that was actually a really good trade for Ezad, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Minutemen getting a lot of value here too. Like, how many units have these Minutemen killed?
Oh, Dictator moving too much. Like, these Minutemen are super low HP. He could have just killed them. That was not a great fight for Dictator for sure. And now he's used every single unit shipment. And Germany's just following with the 3 settler wagons. And the TP is still up, because that's also a thing, right? We were talking about the TP, but it did not go down, actually.
Yeah, that definitely could have been an easy target. I guess, Conqueror decided he didn't want to spend the time sieging down that trading post and said he wanted to push, but, now it definitely feels bad as this push, basically failed, and that TP has been up this entire time, just helping Ezad out so much, getting that XP for Germany.
Right, yeah. He might have wanted to go a little bit less all-in and just get the stagecoach, like just burn the TP down and get stagecoach, and I think he would have been in a better position. Like, if you see 2 raxes from your opponent, you know he's not gonna age just yet. Like, he's gonna stay a little bit in H2 to make units from the double rax for sure. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of too all-in from Dictator probably, and just not getting good trade. And this looked just really good for Germany now.
Yeah, not the best play from Dictator there. Yeah, Germany, Ezad is looking pretty good here. He is getting, out there on the map for these hunts. Well, actually, now I took off Fog War. He does have quite a bit of hunt back there in that corner. And, yeah, he just has, like, superior military to secure those hunt right now. A couple Ulans running around here, too, being annoying, looking for some raids.
Right, yeah. because Hero doesn't have the eco to get Kanyas just yet. I mean, now he does with 600 wood, but like it was just a window for Germany to be annoying with his cav. And using 600 wood to make Kanyas means that he's not gonna get a stagecoach. He did not ship 5 wheels, so the Hero eco is just not great. And Germany is aging now, and there's not much Hero can do about it, I think.
Yeah, Ezad is going to be a little bit a ways away from a shipment here. He's just, halfway to his next shipment. So, is he? Oh, he's about to click. He's about to click up right now. Start aging.
Yeah, and he will have it. Like he's not gonna have a shipment upon age up because he lost his TP. But if you build like a house or something, because a good tip in this kind of situation as Germany is to just build 1 or 2 houses, even if you don't feel like you need them right now, because anyway you will need them when you ship units, and building houses give you some XP. So if you would build like 2 houses, you would probably be a little bit closer to his next shipment. I don't really know what Hero is gonna do. He doesn't have enough Kanyas to punish the age up, although I guess he might be able to clean this up. Like there's no more Minutemen. There's kind of a nice mass from Hero. He might be able to clean this up.
Yeah,
Ezad just running away.
Yeah, it looks like Dictator is set on staying in H2 here and just building mass and going for a timing push here. So he sees the Ezad hitting H3, and I think it's go time for Conqueror. He's gonna move in and see if he can catch Ezad, catch his units here and catch him off guard a bit.
Yeah. I think he should try to catch the units indeed.
Yeah, rather
I
than
don't think sieging the
barracks.
barracks is useful because he's got a second barracks anyway.
Yeah, it's just buying Ezad quite a lot of time, which he really wants right now.
Yeah.
He really should just go all in and try to find the army.
But then again, Ezad is mining literally no gold. Now he's sending wheels on top to mine some gold, but like he's not gonna get any batch. Now he's got his shipment on the way because, like we said, he did not really have the XP for shipment. And again, imagine if you would have built houses, he would have had his shipment maybe 20 seconds earlier, because now he's housed anyway, right? So he needs these houses. So you might as well build them when you need the XP. Killing a couple of wheels here. This is not looking too bad for Hero, right? I mean, he's gotten ahead in eco. He's got a really nice mass. Still like more than 20 seconds until the next shipment comes. If Hero can catch this, I think he's in a good spot. But if he cannot kill that, I think Germany wins.
Here we go, 9 Ulans out. Shipment has arrived.
9 Ulans. I don't know, 9 H2 Ulans.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an questionable shipment.
If Ezad just, if Dictator just goes melee mode with his tomahawks, I think he just got this.
Couple dops still standing here, but they're dropping pretty quickly. Not much anti-cav left for Ezad here.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 Ulans was just a big mistake.
Yeah.
He needed to like ship wagons and make skirms, or to ship skirms and just micro really well. I don't know, but 9 Ulans was just not what you want. You almost never want to ship 9 Ulans first card anyway, most of the time.
Yeah, that looked really bad. But like you said, non-upgraded Ulans, probably the worst shipment he could have sent there. I think like, skirms, even like the DOP shipment, DOPs, war wagons, skirms, I think any one of those.
Even DOPs, yeah. That's not good for Germany. And now, well, I guess there's only 1 Kenya left. So if he can ship 8 skirms and get a decent batch of war wagons, he might be okay. Oh, there's not 1 Kenya, I'm blind. There's 3 plus 2 more. This is tough. And he's gonna get his shipment soon. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of just GG, honestly. Like, I don't see Germany coming back from that. Also, we didn't talk about that, but Hero already had the conservative tactics, and now he's getting the infantry attack. So his units are pretty strong.
Yeah, and there we go. 4 war wagons popping out of the stable here, getting some nice hits onto the Kanye right away. They do not want to get snared though, trying to retreat here, run away from that Kanye snare.
I don't like these Kanyas though. I think they're just gonna be wasted.
We're chasing them down here.
He needs to shoot. He needs to shoot with the war wagons, though. That's not the greatest micro from Ezad here. And the Scanias are gonna flank really nicely now. So all the war wagons are gonna go down. I think Ezad could have done a much better job of kiting that. And yeah, it's gonna be GG. Okay. That looked really bad for Dictator, and then suddenly it looked really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite strange. I think the big turning point there, like we said, multiple times, is shipping the 9 Ulans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that just age 2 Ulans just did
Yeah.
not complement his army anywhere near as strong as 8 skirmishers or any of those shipments that we were saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what to ship, just go for war wagons. Like it's safe. Hero units have a terrible animation, like the infantry, so war wagons can always sort of hit and run and stuff. And like, yeah, if you just don't know, just go war wagon. It's the safest thing. 9 Uhlans was just really, really terrible. 8 skirms could have been okay as long as it doesn't die. Like if you, the problem of 9 Uhlans is that you have to commit to the fight, right? You have to take the fight with your Uhlans, which you don't want to do when you barely aged up. Skirms or war wagons can hit and run, and that's what you want to do. Then again, skirms are a bit risky because you need anti-cav, so that's why you usually go for war wagons. But yeah, just not 9 Uhlans.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an unfortunate one. Looked basically a throw there. Basically,
Yeah,
we just
I
witnessed a
think so.
throw.
Yeah. But to be fair, it's pretty easy to just die when you age like that, and you have, when you play more standard Germany and you have you do a Cav Semai and you have Uhlans, it's easy to just escape your Uhlans and wait until your shipment. But when you have crossbow pike, it's always a little bit tense when you age up because you can get caught like that.
Yeah, I agree. I concur. All right, so what I say map for game 3 here is Malaysia. We're going to spin the wheel for Dictator. Dictator getting Russia. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel here for Ezad. Let's see what civilization Ezad gets here in game 3. Ezad getting the India civilization. All right, Russia versus India. This matchup we actually have been seeing, quite a bit recently. Generally, we see this on non-TP maps, though. With all the the NWC tournaments and just I guess the recent tournaments, we have been seeing this matchup quite a bit. I feel like.
Yeah, it's interesting on this map because this is a good India map with the livestock and all that, obviously, but the stagecoach is interesting here. Because I feel like Russia might be able to get 2 TP stagecoach. Like, you can't get 4 TP stagecoach against India as Russia, but I think you might be able to get 2. So this could be interesting. I still think this should be really India favored on this map.
You said India favored on this map?
On this map, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. Like, as you're saying, there's livestock with 2 TPs, but also C. I mean, both these civilizations could potentially go C. I mean, it's not super uncommon to see Russia or India, do some early C booming.
Yeah, the thing is just that India kind of struggles to defend against Russia. So if you also go water, it's going to be really hard. Unless you wall up or something. Like, if you wall up, it might be okay, but if you don't, then I don't think you can go water. We'll see, though. And I'm pretty sure Dictator will not go water with Russia.
Yeah.
Because Dictator is kind of a standard player, and I don't think he will do that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could be easier for, if it gets, a prolonged, age 2 game, that's when it could be, maybe easy to, throw a dock up with India, especially if you have, 2 wood circles going. And just kind of slowly mix in C play as your wood circles are really kicking in.
Yeah, definitely. You can add some water at some point. I just don't think they're gonna water straight off the bat.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep, I agree. So Russia here, starting with 200 wood and just the food crates here.
Yeah, wood trade pretty good for Russia, for India, obviously.
Yeah, it's true. We have 2 elephants scouting the map here, trying to find these water buffaloes, and there's a lot of these like smaller treasures too, where one elephant can get the treasure on its own. So I think that is quite nice for India.
Yeah. So we have like 12 yaks on this map or something. And well, Ezad already has 5 of them. That's gonna be, I think we're gonna have like at least 8 or 9 yaks for India. And that's almost a trading post, I think.
Yeah, that is really nice. Zod, unfortunately, getting his explorer caught here. One of his elephants is currently snared, so just losing some HP there. And it might force him to bring his other elephant, over there to try to do that pull trick to save him, which would take away from, collecting the water buffaloes.
Yeah. He's gonna do that. Should be okay, but yeah, indeed, he's gonna lose some HP. Not gonna be able to use his second monk for scouting so much, but successfully gonna pull trick away now, so that's pretty good for him. And then he can probably go on and take that, I think.
Yeah, 60 food, pretty good treasure there. We're also seeing a 90 food pretty close by and an 80 coin, and also even 40 coins. So a lot of treasures that right along, this TP line in the middle there.
Yeah, but in fact, Ezad is just splitting again and going back. I'm not sure why. It feels like he wants to catch some yaks here, like some yaks that Dictator would send back, like this one. This could be a smart move, right? If you would just steal that.
Yeah, definitely could be a nice steal. Currently, we got 7 water buffaloes to 3. And I think this one is going to get home safely here for Conqueror.
Yeah, slightly off timing there. I think he tried to intercept the yaks, but didn't get super lucky there. Gonna get the 90 foot though before Russia can deny it, so that's pretty good. And so what about the decks? Let's see if we have any water in there. Oh yeah, Ezad does have a lot of water cards. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 water cards. That's not that much actually. And he's got colonial militia as well, so we might see some sort of turtle and water boom from India here. Russia has just 2 caravels, that's it.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if these players try to mix in some C, especially early on. So Zod has that 800 food, getting ready to click up to H2, drops the aggro pretty defensively. It's not, it could be closer to his TC, but I guess kind of with the positioning, it's like semi, defensive, Usually a lot of times you'll see the aggro is like really defensive, like really close to your town center. I would say this is slightly further than what you may typically see in this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't really see why. I don't see what this does. Like, having it more forward doesn't actually control anything more. It's just like it's gonna be out of TC fire range and out like a bit further away from Minutemen, like if you're gonna pop Minutemen and that kind of stuff. So it's just a little bit more of a risky aggro fort, and it doesn't even secure anything else than it would if it was a little bit more in the back. So yeah, kind of a questionable position, but it might be because of the berries. I think imagine if there would be no berries here, he could drop his aggro more defensively, maybe.
Yeah, there's not a ton of spots to place it closer, right? Like you're saying, that berries blocking there, and then like the one random tree. So perhaps you just kind of struggled on finding the right place to put it, and decided to place it a little bit further. I actually got a question here. So I've played India quite a bit and starting to play them more so again. I feel like in this situation right now, he has 2 explorers, 2 villagers building the aggro, but he already has a shipment and a half. So I think it would be more beneficial to have more than 2 villagers on the aggro, so you can get that first shipment sooner. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts there?
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
Then you can spend your shipments faster.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of depends on what you're gonna ship, I guess. I think more vills would be okay, but he's also aging not that late, right? So
Yeah.
I don't have the answer, but I think either way it's okay. Like he's aging at a decent time. Why to sepoys? He's gotta be really careful. It's a matchup where every single unit matters for India. He needs to be careful to not waste his sepoys here. He needs to keep them alive. Okay, he's gonna be okay for the time being.
Yeah, definitely. They looked a little bit scary there for a second. The monks and the two sepoy almost got caught out of position, and he actually started training with sepoy. He got a batch of 3 sepoys out. Honestly, in this matchup, I don't like starting sepoys. I like starting Gurkhas. It just it doesn't feel smart, or it doesn't seem like the right thing to do to open sepoys.
Right, but Dictator does need to be more aggressive. I mean, in this matchup, as Russia, you want to just go in, because like even if you lose your streetlets, like who cares? Like 10 streetlets is like 4 sepoys worth of resources or something like that, or 3 sepoys. It's super cheap. So you gotta go in and idle and do as much as possible with the streetlets, even if they're gonna die eventually. And he's just hesitating so much. Like he's gonna go siege the TP, which is like so wrong. Like you don't want to make streetlets and go siege down the TP with them. You want to idle India, and so India's just fine.
Yeah, I completely agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you really do want to just like send your whole army right underneath the CC, cause as much auto time as you can, try to pick off villagers. But Conqueror, like, really doing the exact opposite, was walking around, dancing around a lot. And then that was even making the forward aggro like more beneficial, because the aggro was getting like quite a bit of shots off. The TC was getting a little bit of fire, and meanwhile, Ezad's like entire eco like villagers were for most part all gathering. And like generally in this matchup, you have like a ton of idle time because of the Russia's ability to just go right on top of your town center. But
yeah, and like Ezad is getting away with going for 600 wood, 300 export, which is not the greediest you can do, but it's pretty much as greedy as you can get in this specific matchup. Like if you can do 600 wood, 300 export and just be fine, then you're in a really good spot. And that's what he just did. So yeah, I don't know what Dictator is really doing there, just getting the TP down. The TP, which by the way doesn't matter even all that much, because Dictator has so many, Ezad has so many yaks anyway, he's getting so much XP out of them, he doesn't really need a TP. And he killed a Veal as well now with these gardeners.
Yeah, and causing a lot of idle time here. A lot of these villagers force off the Huns, going back into town center here. There are a couple Cossacks here trying to catch them. Force Hours moving in, and Sepoys.
Oh, that's maybe a little bit ballsy from India, though. I don't think he needs to push. Yeah, he's gonna go back.
Yeah, I agree. 2 caravel shipment coming in for Conqueror here.
That was
confusing.
I guess he just assumed India was on water, but India is not on water. So now what Dictator wants to do is to not show his caravels. He needs to hide them and just hope that India does go water soon, and then the caravels pay off. Because if you show you got 2 caravels, then India is just not gonna go water, right?
Yeah.
And then you wasted your shipment. So now he's gonna hope that India is gonna go water, but that's just awkward, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you did see these villagers, he could potentially get like the 2 boats, what was it, Crackshot or whatever it's called, onto like the group of like 4 villagers, and potentially kill like 2 or 3 villagers really quickly. Like, yeah, 6 days would be a really nice raid. Like all these villagers grouped up right on top of each other.
Yeah, I guess that there's a lot of vills there. He could try to do that, but yeah, it's just a weird shipment to send.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, it's not so hard to scout water because you can just click on the fish, and if all the fish has 500 food, then it means he's not on water, right? Because he's not gathering any of the fish. So it's very easy to scout it, and you should not blindly ship to caravels like that.
Yeah, definitely a questionable shipment there from Conqueror. Yeah, a little bit of a strange Russia play here from Conqueror, to be honest. I don't know if perhaps he's not super familiar with Russia, or yeah, I'm not sure if he's much of a Russia player.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't really I don't know if he plays Russia. I don't think he does. So that might be why. But regardless of your civ, you just don't ship 2 caravels like that blindly. But anyway, he did get the stagecoach, which is nice, and I think he will be able to hold it. And Dictator might just age up. Ezad is aging already, so Dictator might be able to just follow up.
Yeah, and India being H3 versus H2 Russia, it feels really good, to be India. And yeah, I mean Conqueror, so he is gonna go up to H3 himself. He's gonna click up pretty soon here, maybe in about a minute or so as he gets that 1200 food.
Yeah, and Dictator is trying to raid, like we said, with his caravel. I don't think he killed any veal there. He did kill 1 veal now. But most importantly, he spotted the Wonder, so he knows that India is aging up, which is a valuable information. And Dictator just shipped Boyars while aging. And I kind of understand why, because Boyars is basically an H3 card, like it's so good. But still, he's not going to have a shipment ready when he's up because of Boyars now.
Yeah, and Ezad is going to have a shipment available here. Let's take a look at his deck. I mean, India has a lot of good H3 shipments. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what is he going to ship? I mean, he could go Urumi always. You could do the Mahouts, or you could just do the British East India Company, or the Gurkha, Sepoy, really. I mean, all of them feel pretty good.
Yeah, we'll have to see. He's definitely shipping some units because he's overpopped, right? Oh, wait, maybe that's just a Mahout from the age up. No, he's got a shipment on the way, so I think he shipped some units.
Oh, look at these Cossacks getting caught here. They're not good for Conqueror right here.
Oh.
A couple of Cossacks going down, still being snared.
Yeah, gonna lose most of them actually. Might have been able to save a bit more of them, but yeah. Gonna lose 4 Cossacks and escape 3 of them, which is not great. And 2 Mahouts here coming in.
Yeah, Mahouts are really good. What am I saying? Russia's now H3. I was gonna say Mahouts are really good if you ever beat the Russia player up to H3. But still, there's not much anti-cav here from Conqueror, so yeah, I do like mixing in Mahouts versus Russia, definitely.
Yeah, they're gonna do good. And again, because of the Boyars, Dictator does not have a shipment. And that's why you don't want to ship Boyars right now. I mean, he's just going to be so much slower without a shipment. He's got veteran Strelets and veteran Mosques, and he's frantically trying to drop a Blockhouse here, but I think this is just going to be GG. Oh my god, this Strelets walking right into the Mahouts. He's getting the D right there, and that's not looking good. I think this is the end of the game. I mean, how does Russia deal with that right now?
Yeah, this India army is just so strong. Sepoys, such great units. Mahouts doing a lot of damage themselves, tanking. We have many men being called here for Conqueror, but yeah, this India military is not falling.
Yep.
And I actually really like Mahouts because they're the type of unit where you really have to micro them to get the full I don't know, the most out of them. Kind of similar to Crusaders, maybe more so than Crusaders. And I think a lot of people don't always have the best control of Mahouts and Crusaders because obviously in this game, if you kind of just right click or attack move, your cav can run around units and take weird paths, but it gets to the point where you have to individually micro the Mahout and the Crusader and select a specific unit that's closest, and I really like that kind of micro trick there.
Yeah, that's true. With Queers, it's kind of okay. It's they're a bit bigger maybe than Hussars, so they have sort of some pathing issues. But it's still okay, But Mahouts, yeah, Mahouts have terrible pathing, and you really need to take care of them, to babysit them to make sure they're gonna do the job.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you don't pay attention to them, they legit can just walk around not attack at all and die. But if you do have good micro with them, they can be significantly better than just like attack moving or right clicking.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Man, this game, I don't know, it's kind of like Dictator just wasted 2 shipments. I mean, he shipped the caravels and then he shipped boyars. Just imagine if these shipments would be like 2 H3 shipments instead.
Yeah, imagine if like the 2 caravels would have been 700 gold, and he would have got up to like H3 quicker.
Yeah, and then he would have still another shipment because he wouldn't ship boyars as well, and then he would just get maybe like, I don't know, even Manchus or 20 straightheads and more masks. I don't know anything, but that was just really sloppy from Dictator, yeah. Unfortunate game. Alright then, so that makes it 2-1 for Ezad here. It's best of 5, right?
Yep. Ezad looking pretty good here, pretty strong. Let's take a look at what map we get here in, what was it, game 4? Alright, Great Basin. And let's see what civilization we get for Conqueror here in game 4. Conqueror getting the Portuguese civilization.
Well, he does play ports for sure, but maybe not the best civ on this map.
Yeah, I agree with that. And spinning the wheel for Ezad. Ezad getting Japan civilization.
Yeah, I don't like this matchup for ports at all. Like Japan, beating Japan as ports is so hard. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it probably is.
Like, it feels like ports have just no window to do anything against Japan at any point in the game. And if it goes late game, Portuguese is gonna outboom at some point, but Japan is still gonna have so much better units anyway that you still lose.
Yeah, potentially we could see like Portuguese ship ATP and try to get through these trading posts. I mean, Portuguese, they definitely can be quite strong on these like large TP maps. It's kind of difficult getting that 3rd trading post as it is pretty close to your opponents. But that's an option.
Well, it depends. Usually you should be able to take only 2 TPs, but sometimes it bugs and you can take the 3rd TP. But like, if it spawns right, you should be able to take only 2, so then you can't ATP basically.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see about that. Maybe Conqueror can just pray to Gaia that he gets the 3rd TP.
Yeah. Alright, so neither player deciding to use their civ respin, and we're hopping into game 4 here. Ezad currently up 2-1. This is best of 5, so do or die for Conqueror. And we have Ezad playing as Japan civilization, Conqueror playing as Portuguese, playing on Great Basin. Alright, we're just loading in here. So what crate start, I guess, would be most beneficial for ports here?
Well, just not wood.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like wood would be so good for Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to get pretty much anything else, I think.
Oh, it is a wood start.
Oh, rip.
Seeing that lonely 1 food crate on the floor for Portuguese.
Oh, that's so sad and EP.
Yeah, it does look quite funny.
Like, you actually have to rush the hunt.
Look at the Japan crates. I don't know, maybe it's just like, I don't know, they just have like so much more on the floor.
Yeah. He's just gonna be able to get the Portuguese consulate and the shrine super easily. And Ports is just gonna do nothing with the wood. So that's unfortunate. Wait, what is Japan doing? He's dropping a shrine and dropping 2nd shrine, and he's gonna chop for a 3rd shrine.
Going for that 3 shrine H1, it looks like.
That's pretty questionable. I mean, I don't know, the Portuguese consulate is just so good because you age up faster basically, because like it's 120 food.
Okay, he's still chopping. He is still chopping away.
I don't understand.
He's going for the 4th shrine H1. Is he?
I don't see the point of that.
Yeah, that's quite strange.
Huh, okay. Well, we'll respect that and see how it goes.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna just age up really late.
Yeah.
He's so... Okay, now he stops shopping, okay.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. No console in age 1, and making 4 shrines in age 1, okay. He's going to get this native scout, which is obviously always very nice. Really good treasure there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But Conqueror is gonna find the 75 food. He's not taking... Okay, yeah. Is he gonna take it?
He's nervous. He feels that some Japan explorers nearby, perhaps. And yeah, not going for it, so... Actually, go for a cougar instead, 30 coin.
I don't know
Perhaps,
why.
I think he wants to get hunting dogs. He's getting it so he can get us hunting dogs here.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just maybe a little bit too late to go for hunting dogs anyway. I mean... Oh, but Dictator got 150 wood.
Oof.
Holy
okay. Yeah, I missed that.
crap. That is big. Why did he not just build a TP then? Why did he actually bother like mining gold to get hunting dogs when he could have just built a TP? Because he had 100 wood on the floor, right? And then 150 wood just build a trading post, I think.
Yeah, I do think TP would be better there. Still has
Because
100
now he's
wood
at
there.
age 14, which is a bit late. Yeah. Oh, Divine Strike maybe.
Explorer
That dude
pretty
is
low.
really low HP.
Yeah. And Portuguese Explorer maybe going down here. Conqueror is on his way up to H2. Perhaps can put some villas in TC, kill a native. And Explorer does go down there. Is he going to kill the native here? Cover mode.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna go down, yeah. But he cannot take a TP now. Oh, I mean, he has to build it with the Bill maybe, but he can't easily take a trading post. And Portuguese do like to take a trading post usually.
Take a look at Ezad's age 1 shipment. We're seeing 2 villagers being shipped for Ezad here.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. And he is going with the I always forget the name of this damn shrine. The shrine wonder. It's not the
Toshogu shrine.
Oh, it is Toshogu? Okay, yeah. So I think he's going to be quite aggressive here. I am expecting to see a consulate being built soon, and I think he's going to go with like the Japan consulate and maybe try to get a lot of the units out really early. Because he is building... Yeah. He's actually continuing to build shrines here. But
he's got 3 villas in the wonder.
Yeah. And shipping the 2 villas is definitely interesting. Usually you see the Heavenly Kami shipment there.
In this matchup, yeah, I think you could see the Kami for sure. I mean, if you want to be greedy and build a lot of shrines, it's probably just better to go for Kami in age 1 and just build the shrines while aging, instead of like building 4 shrines in age 1 and then shipping 2 villas. And I think Kami is just better in this situation.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Dictator's gonna FF. He aged up with 500 food and he's stacking a lot of food already, and he's just gonna age up with 700 gold directly.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really fast age 3 for Conqueror here. And let's take a look at Ezad. He is building this consulate now with 2 villagers. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely a weird build from Japan, I'd say.
Yeah.
I guess is 600 wood going to come in, or 4 vills?
It's 4 vills. He's got 4 vills on the way. I don't know why he's in a hurry to build his consulate and his barracks, but he's also shipping 4 vills. Like, it's just so weird. Like, he boomed in age 1 so much and delayed his age up, and then he built more shrines. And now he's rushing to make a consulate and a barracks, but he's still shipping vills. So it's like a weird mix of aggressive and boomy stuff, which doesn't make that much sense to me. I don't really understand the plan right here for Japan, but what I know is that ports is anyway going to be up before anything happens, before Japan can punish it for sure.
Yeah, well, looking at the recalculated eco graph is That kind of feels bad. 17 to 30. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Conqueror is going to be H3. He's going to have 3 TCs. He'll have 3 TCs like really early, so he'll be able to train villagers from 3 town centers at like 6 minutes and well, maybe like 7 minutes, which could be good to boost the Portuguese economy. But anyways, here we go. We see Ezad now moving across the map with some Japan military. He did go with the Japan consulate ally, and he does have the these archers and some ashes crossing the map here.
Yeah. Dictator is using the slow wage.
Yeah, and I guess for Castadors, which could be good for. Oh, he's losing 1 villager here.
Yeah.
Could push the Ashes back, getting the Castadors. But yeah, slow age is always a little bit questionable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's as sports, I guess it's okay sometimes, and here the Castadors are probably gonna do a good job. Japan's gonna get a house down, and then he's gonna have to pull back because of the Castadors. And behind that, Japan did ship 4 wheels twice, which is really greedy. This is such a weird game.
Yeah.
2 hustles.
And we got 2 Huss batch. TC pops out. There's the Castadors.
2 Huss would be nice to get the snare here. If he can snipe the Ashes, but the Huss are gonna go down really quick, so I don't know. And it's a bit laggy as well. Like, it could have been nice, like, just enough Hussars to snare the Ashes and then the Castadors just killing them.
Yeah.
But it didn't really work out so well. And that TC, you don't really want to drop your 3rd TC right next to your 2nd TC, right? You want to get more map control, but he was not able to because Japan was being aggressive. Like, typically you would have liked your 3rd TC to be here. But he couldn't do that. So that's a small win for Japan, and Japan is following up himself now.
Yeah, perhaps just 1 more Hussar there. If that was like a 3 batch of Hussars rather than 2 batch, like you said, potentially could have been easier to snare those Ashes and yeah, have the Castadors clean them up as they're attempting to retreat. But it did not go that way. Ezad aging up to H3 here. Conqueror, what will be his first H3 shipment here? That's actually a good question. I don't know. We're going to see like 1,000 wood. Nope, we're seeing Castadors.
I think that makes sense because he's up so fast. He's gotta like try to do something with his fast age and just try to pressure a little bit with these Castadors. And it's a little bit scary because he's like, okay, I've got only 3 goons, so if he's got like 5 Nagis, I'm just dead. But he's just gonna bank on the fact that Japan is probably aging and he's gonna be pushing, and that could be a decent window for Dictator to do something with his units. But then again, Japan is gonna be up really soon, and he's gonna get 6 Yumis as well when he's up, so it's gonna be tough for Dictator to do much. 7 Castadors as well. Interesting.
And we got Nagis in queue. Just 1, but I mean, these Castadors could do quite a bit of damage here. But yeah, Nagi pop is definitely very scary here. Shipment available for Ezad as he's hitting H3. There's the Yumis popping from town center from the Age of Politician. Ooh, and the single Nagi plus the Minumen snaring the Castadors. 1 Dragoon targeting down the Nagi.
The Nagi is not gonna do all that much, and actually the 2 Huss can go in now and just sort of tank a little bit while the Castadors are killing some units. So this is overall an okay trade, I think, for Dictator. And killing a Ville now as well. This is pretty good for Dictator, yeah. And now he knows, like, there was just 1 Nagi popping, right? So he knows there's not gonna be any more Nagis for like 30 seconds at least. And he knows he's also got like 30 seconds until the shipment. He needs to go back soon, but he's got like a small window to do something. Like, I think Dictator should pull back like right now, not overextend here.
Yeah, he is getting quite a bit of damage here. And there's a Yumi shipment.
Yeah, I guess he checked the deck and saw that it was gonna be
9 Yumis, so he knew he could stay a little bit longer. Because like, if you see 5 Nagis shipped, you gotta get away real quick, right? But 9 Yumis is okay. So that was nice from Dictator here. I mean, he did some good damage. He's back in the eco if you look at it. Like meanwhile, he's been making vills from 3 TCs, so he caught up in eco with Japan, and soon he's gonna be out booming Japan. Now he's got 1k gold. Did he gather that already? He might have 4 mams on the way already. I mean, it looks like he already gathered all the gold and already spent all the gold. Imagine 4 mams in like 20 seconds just cleaning up everything.
Yeah, that would be really nice. And Conqueror, he did kill 5 villagers on that push into Ezad's TC there, so pretty nice. And yeah, I think that engage did go pretty well for Conqueror there, evening up this game quite a bit.
Yeah. Definitely a really good trade, a good push from Dictator there. And yeah, there's definitely the mams on the way. I mean, look at the scores. Like, the Portuguese score has dropped so much compared to what it was a few seconds ago. So there's mams right now, and that.
I think this Portuguese army looks really scary. Like, there's a good amount of goons to counter these Nagis, and then just mams. And yeah, this could be looking really good for Conqueror here. I think he really needs to force this fight and like try to make this happen as soon as possible.
Yeah, but what he also needs to do is to not show his mams, and he did a good job of that. He's even kind of baiting Japan, because he showed his cazadors and his goons next to the shrine, so Japan is gonna go back to try and catch that army, but he did not. Now he's showing his mams. That's okay, because now he knows the Yumi's on top. I don't know. Yeah. 3 goons going down though. Now Japan, Ports need to go for it now. He needs to just fight this.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see that. And a lot of these Yumis, I think they're going to perhaps maybe try to go into these trees. But, yeah, 4 mams getting on top of these Yumis. Nagis are actually away, too, raiding villagers. So this could go really good for Conqueror here.
Yeah, definitely. He might want to pull back his goons, though. He doesn't need them to win the fight, and they're taking a lot of damage from the Yumis. Although now the Yumis are just attacking the mams.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's a really good cleanup for Ports anyway. And he lost a couple of vills on top, but nothing too big. And he's got a few goons here also pushing that back. A few goons, and yeah, I don't know, like Japan, there's still 4 mams. Like, look at the mams. One of them is low HP and the others are full HP.
Yeah.
So it's basically still the same shipment he already shipped. So he can clean up a second time just like that.
Yeah, Conqueror's army is looking really good here with those mams still and 2 organ guns and some goons coming down the map. And yeah, I think this is looking really good for Conqueror here. And there's another Yumi shipment. A couple Nagis being trained here.
Yeah, and the organ guns are gonna be so annoying, because usually organ guns suck against Japan because they just go for the flaming arrows, which flaming arrows do really well against organ guns. But here, Japan cannot go for flaming arrows because there's a mams. Like, he can't afford to ship flaming arrows right now. He needs stuff for to kill the mams. So the organ guns are actually gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, and Ezad was I think he was trying to force a fight there, because right now he's researching the Nagis, but the Sable's really low HP, so I think he's trying to keep the Sable up, but he ended up taking a lot of hits from the organ guns on his Yumis there, and I don't think it it did finish just in time, but yeah, he definitely lost quite a bit of Yumis to those organs there.
Yeah, it's looking really good for Dictator, and we also have to keep in mind that the whole time Dictator is just out booming because he's got 3 TCs and he still has enough resources. Like, he's got a hunt here that he can get, plus a hunt here. He's got plenty of gold. He's just out booming Japan. So I don't see what could make Portuguese lose this game at this point. Yeah. And now gonna kill the big shrine, gonna get a ton of XP from it, almost getting his next shipment. And yeah, it's just looking really good for Ports.
Yeah, Conqueror, very strange game, as we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's looking pretty good here.
Yeah, it was interesting. An interesting build from Japan. Ports.
Yeah, doing naked FF there, aging with the 500 food politician in the H2, and yeah, shipping that 700 wood right away.
Yeah, I just really like that he was really aggressive with his Cazadors without overcommitting, just doing as much damage as he could without losing his units, and then going for the quick mams just behind as a surprise, and it just worked really well here. And yeah, well, gotta be careful with the Dragoons here to not lose too many to Yumis. He's losing quite a few goons. I don't know that he wants to send his goons like that. Oh, so many goons dying.
Yeah, and I don't know, this Japan army is actually looking quite strong. Minutemen being called. Villagers
Is he
coming
gonna
in
just
to
throw the game like that?
he
Is he
might.
gonna reduce this game? All his goons are attacking the bills as well, and in Japan is actually I don't know. There's still some mams and one organ gun. I think Ports is still winning, but that was not a good fight for Ports. He could have just not done that. Like
Yeah, but still
it's
three
still-
mams. Yeah, 3 mams still up. Yeah, not the best trade there for Conqueror, but I think he is still in the lead here.
yeah, definitely. He just lost too many guns that he didn't need to lose. Also, at this point, I don't think you even need to push Japan. Like, you can just kill the shrines. Your ports, like, ports have so much eco, you can just keep booming and kill the shrines, and for sure you're gonna be ahead if you do that. But committing to a fight like that is just the best way to waste your units. Because, you know, the clubs popping on top of the organ guns and all that was looking scary for a moment, but yeah, Ports is still okay in this game.
Yeah,
He might want to stop making that many goons, though. Maybe add some other units now.
yeah, I agree. That definitely was a questionable push, especially as he shipped refrigeration, which is a big eco card. So
Refrigeration, yeah.
yeah, kind of a weird push, but and at the same time, probably kind of a weird shipment here because there are still quite a bit of hunts. I would rather see him get out on the map and get these far hunts before starting mills. I mean, I don't know what else he could have shipped here. I mean, I think 1,000 wood or something could have been better, perhaps.
Yeah,
Without-
probably 1k wood is just better in this situation.
Yeah.
But refrigeration is not bad. I mean, he's got 33 bills on food, so refrigeration is like, it's not that good. Yeah, I guess it's like 5 bills right now or something. But it's not terrible. But 1k wood would have been better. Yeah, I think just get Does he even have a barracks? Yeah, he does. Okay, he's got an arsenal and a barracks and 2 stables. I don't know how he got all that without 1k wood. I guess he chopped a lot of wood. But anyway, adding some vet hussars, which are going to be really nice right now. And Yabu Sams coming in for Japan, which are mostly an anti-artillery unit. They do some damage against Cav, but really not that much.
Yeah, a little bit strange seeing those guys here.
Yeah.
Another big engage here. We do have veteran hussars for Conqueror.
And Conqueror does have Cav combat though, so his army is almost only Cav, and all these goons and hussars are just upgraded. And I think he's doing really well in this fight, and this might be GG actually.
Yeah, looking really good for the Portuguese here, and just 2 Nagy reinforcements coming in here. This could be it for Ezad.
Wait, he's even got the Arsenal HP and the the Cav HP from the Arsenal and the Goon attack and range. Look at these mams, they've got 10% more HP. The Hussars also have so much,
Yeah,
and the Goons are so strong.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy that it upgrades the Mamluks.
Yeah, it upgrades all melee Cav, basically.
Alright, so we're tied at 2-2 here.
Yeah, pretty good series, I think.
Yeah, this first series, the first we've played 3 series so far from this tournament, and they've all been 3-0. So this is the first one that's a real nail biter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really close one. All right, that's nice then. So now we're gonna have the match point,
Yep.
and I will know who plays against me next round.
Ah, yes. Doing your scouting here.
Right.
And I'm gonna go to the chat quickly here. I don't know if Soldier or TLS are around. I know TLS was talking about possibly even playing his series versus Soldier today. I think they were talking to each other. I don't think that's gonna happen, but keep me updated, I guess. And I think that this looks like this will be the last game of the series today here. And I know you were streaming earlier, and you kind of wanted to keep streaming. So I think after this one, if you want, I could just host you, and if you want to stream yourself, or I don't know if you need to take a break or anything.
I don't mind. I mean, yeah, I could stream, but if you want to play yourself, you can also just keep streaming.
I will probably take a break, but
all right. Well, yeah. I guess I will take on the stream then.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, just help each other out with the hosts. Definitely,
right.
Always nice to see.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right, can we get a rec here? And let's see. I did already spin the wheel for the map. So game 5 is going to be played on Bengal, and this is where civs can be very important. You don't want to get like Ottoman or something. So here we go. Spin. Let me actually want to tell the players the rule. So,
by the way, has anyone ever respinned? Yeah. Like, I feel like no one ever respinned before.
Yeah. Just to clarify, so these players know what is up since we are in Game 5 here, match points. Alright, so we have Bengal. I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel for Conqueror. Let's see what civilization Conqueror gets here in Game 5. Drum roll, everybody. Conqueror getting the French civilization. And I'll spin it again quickly, and I'll say the civs at the same time here. Alright, so just remember that Conqueror has French, and spinning the wheel. Ezad, what civilization is Ezad getting? Ezad getting the Aztec.
Huh. I don't think he wants to respin Aztecs in this map, but you might want to respin French, maybe.
Yeah, interesting here. So neither of these civs are super reliant on a trading post, so I feel pretty good about that. It would be, a little more unfortunate if one of them got like Ottoman or something.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to respin France, because France is, like, you don't really want to play France on Bengal, but it's not terrible.
Yeah. So
if you respin, you might get worse indeed, but you could also get much better. I don't know. But you definitely don't want to respin Aztecs here.
I agree with not respinning French. I think French is probably better off here. I don't know. I remember this matchup from when I think of this matchup, I think of playing it or watching it years back, old, a long time ago. And I don't know, my old memories were that French were really good in this matchup because Aztec will try to rush, but then French villagers can tank like crazy, so it makes the Aztec rush significantly worse. And I just remember this being pretty French favored.
Yeah, but keep in mind that was back when France was a little bit stronger, with stuff like the goons being stronger, the native scout being better, and so on. And also, the rush is just maybe not the way to play it as Aztecs. I know people would just rush with Aztecs kind of every game, but you don't necessarily have to do that. On this map, you can maybe just contain France. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that is very true. Good points. And yeah, I think the old school way of playing Aztec was, like you said, all-ins, super all-in rush, every game.
Yeah.
But more so lately in the previous years, we've been seeing a lot more Aztec boom play where, especially I've been seeing some Drogo Rex recently where, he ships I think Warrior Priest as like his first shipment, and then he even puts like villagers on the fire pit and dance for like Warrior Priest. Like max out your Warrior Priest like super early.
Yeah, this could be an option. Or you can play it a little bit less greedy, but just like open Coyotes and ship 3 Warrior Priest and dance for XP and that kind of stuff, and just contain friends. I don't know. I'm not much of an Aztec player myself, but I think rushing is the best way to lose here as Aztecs, because it's also a no TP map, so France is not gonna chop for the TP, which means he's gonna have more resources to make units. So it's gonna be even harder for you to rush. So I feel like rushing is just the wrong way to play it as Aztecs here, but we'll see.
Yeah, I imagine seeing Ezad building like a forward war hut, but not going super heavy all in rush. Like maybe seeing 700 wood as his first shipment, and just trying to get some map control with the war hut, and do that kind of like prolonged H2 map control game.
Yeah, or he might just put a little bit of pressure with like 10 maces, but then just boom a little bit more behind, like not necessarily going all in like 10 maces, 9 maces, 6 pumas or something like that. Like I would be, it would be sad to see that honestly on this map. Like you don't need to rush on the map where your opponent is gonna run out of hunts at like 10 minutes. You can just contain him, it's just better. But we'll see. We'll see about that. At least one good thing about being friends on this map is that you get the livestock. France should be able to grab more of these water buffaloes, and he's already got 4 of them indeed, while Aztec has only 1.
Yes, getting the yaks definitely can be nice here. Let's see, may have a treasure contention here. Both players, oh nope, looks like they're about to walk into each other, but then both of them actually popping U-turns. There's a 65 coin treasure here in the middle of the map.
Yeah, and basically the 2 biggest treasures on this map are usually 90 wood and 100 food. And we do have the 90 wood here, which could be a point of contention between these players. But I don't think the... Oh, Ezad already got 100 food actually. So that's really nice for him.
Yeah, Conqueror getting 50 wood himself, and also 40 coins, so pretty even I suppose there. But yeah, 100 food is nice. For the Aztec too, perhaps speeding up that age up.
Yeah, I guess the 50 wood was nice because you got hunting dogs with it. But 100 food is just like so good.
Yeah. And
like if you look at the food count, Aztecs is gonna age up really early.
Yeah, and Ezad possibly getting this 90 wood here. Let's see if Conqueror is gonna respond in time. He's just too far away, so picking up that 90 wood is going to be really nice. Like you said, he got that 100 food and also 90 wood. That's pretty good there.
Yeah, that's an insane age 1 actually. And now Ezad is even aging early. He's aged up with 14 vils because of the 100 food instead of the standard 15. So he's going to be able to just be faster than he usually would be. While Dictator is going for the standard 14 age up. He does have hunting dogs, but that's kind of normal as France. You always have hunting dogs. So just like kind of a standard age 1 for Dictator, while Aztecs got a really good age 1 with 90 wood and a quicker age up. So 90 wood is also going to help him get his war hut up. And it's just a really good start for Aztecs here.
Yeah, so moving his 2 villagers here into the middle of the map to place down that war hut here.
Gonna be spotted by the native scout, but you kind of know that he's gonna go for that war hut anyway, so no big surprise here.
Yeah, Conqueror is finding this 80 coin treasure, which is quite nice. Waiting for a sharpshoot to come back perhaps, and then there he goes.
Yeah, 80 coin is gonna be a nice little boost here. Not as impactful as what Aztec had, but still nice. 3 warrior priests indeed. At 4 minutes, like that's nuts.
That is.
358, he's getting his first H2 shipment.
Wow. And what is he dancing? Can we see what he's dancing for?
If you already have a good memory and you know what color, like when they dance it makes a color on the fire pit. And I think if you know which is which, then you can guess. But I think it's safe to assume he's going for experience. Because
Yeah.
if he was going for Warrior Priest, he would have Bills dancing as well. So I think he's just going for experience here, but I might be wrong.
Yep, that's a pretty safe assumption. So let's see, what will we send after this? Is he going to go like 700 wood? Is he going to be going for the military shipments? We'll have to see here. And we do have a really defensive racks from Conqueror. Ooh, I like this. And even walls coming down. And actually, look at Conqueror's base. Like, he has a lot of food underneath his town center right now. And a pretty well-built base.
Yeah. Walling up a little bit, dropping that house with like 4 CDBs. And, you know, just expecting some pressure when in fact Aztecs is being pretty greedy. 4 Coyotes coming out. And I think Dictator will have Musketeers or... What is he training right now? Crossbows. Oh, he's gonna lose a CDB. Not gonna lose a CDB. That was close.
Yeah, I mean, CBBs, they did kill like 4 coyotes, which was kind of nice, not losing any. And he did still ship 4 villagers, so I don't know. I think this is a pretty good start for Conqueror. He threw down a Rax, trained some Expos, but I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if he has steel. Yeah, he does have steel traps, so he's still playing this pretty eco focused.
And also, you kind of don't want Musks against Aztecs just because Maces are so strong against Musketeers. So getting away with training crossbows is really good. Like, if you don't lose your crossbows to Coyotes, then it's just good for you because you have crossbows which are much better than Musketeers against Aztecs overall. So he's sort of getting away with that, and that's pretty good. I guess he's going to wait for 700 wood next and add a stable. Yeah, here it comes. And crossbow hussar is kind of really good against Aztecs with like just 5 pikes or something, or 5 musks, and then just pure crossbow huss is pretty good. So let's see about that. He's still chopping a lot of wood though.
Yeah, and we do have hunting dogs coming in for Ezad here. And yeah, no villagers on gold yet for Conqueror. Is he going to be shipping 700 gold?
Now he's getting placer mines right now and finally switching. So that's kind of a good macro here, just waiting until he's got placer mines and then switching to gold just to get that little bit of extra gold you get from the upgrade. And now he's going to be training hussars, I guess. And some pikes, he's got 6 pikes in queue. So maybe next he can just go for 8 bows already and just push.
Yeah, I think it's actually go time for Ezad as he shipped 10 mace and then 9 mace. So both of these players both kind of gearing up to do a timing push at the same time. It looks kind of a bit
earlier maybe for Ezad. So Dictator is gonna have to hold until he gets some.
Ooh, that low Frenchville going down there. It's kind of a mistake by Conqueror. You know you got that villager super low HP. You want to put that villager in the safest location. You know, put him behind your town center. Don't have him on the front line there.
Yeah, that's true. But still, he traded that vill for quite a few maces. You know, like there's only 10 maces left, and he had 19 like 20 seconds ago. So you know, just melting the maces count here. I'm gonna set up a trap. Maybe he can call Minutemen now and just catch this entire army. Yeah, and I think Dictator should clean this up. Oh, 3 Huss as well. Holy shit, that's a big timing. There's no way Aztecs can win this fight.
Yeah,
unless Dictator already fucks up. But the Puma's getting on top of the Hussars though.
It looks like the French is looking pretty good here, and yeah, they're gonna clean this up. Force Ezad back here. Still gonna save 3 Hussars. And yeah, this is looking really good for Conqueror.
Yeah, now Conqueror is getting so much XP from the fight and from killing the War Chief, and he can even follow up with 8 bows if he wants now. I think he didn't, because I checked and I didn't see any jump in the population. So I don't think he shipped 8 bows, but he could have and just keep pushing. But maybe he's gonna go for crates instead and just mass, which is also okay. But yeah, that's a pretty good trade for Dictator. Also keep in mind that Ezad has the Warrior Priest, so he's not completely all in, but he doesn't have 5 vills. So, you know, pretty good for Dictator here, I think. Now he can ship maybe 600 wood or 700 gold just get some big batches of units out, and then 8 bows and push again, probably, and just win the game, I think.
Yeah, that was a really nice pop, as you said. I think he trained the 3 Hussars, or he trained a batch of some Huss. The 3 Huss got shipped, and then the Minutemen being called at the same time, and he deleted the wall to make some pathing for the crossbows. That was really well done by Conqueror.
Yeah, really nice timing. Also trapping, like bringing some units in the back.
Yeah,
and in fact, pikes are not very good against Aztecs. But here they were pretty good because they could snare everything when there was like the Minutemen popping and stuff. And now we do see 8 bows, so I was wrong actually. He did ship 8 bows right after, so that's gonna be unstoppable. I mean, Aztecs doesn't have any more unit shipments to send, although he can still call the big button like the Jaguars. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. It's just too much stuff for France here.
Oh, was that
big button coming in?
Big button coming in. Aztec Explorer is at full HP, but will it be enough? A couple of those coyotes walking around, and then the Aztec Explorer there. Still quite a few coyotes, however. I mean, it looks like French is going to come off winning this. Some reinforcing muskets coming in here too.
Yeah.
And yeah, still quite a bit actually left for French.
He doesn't have Hussars in queue. I don't know why Dictator is chopping that much wood. He really needs to make some Huss now. But more Coyotes is gonna just die.
Yeah, that's it. GG. Nice comeback from Conqueror. What, he won the last 2 there? Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he won. Yeah, so there we go. Conqueror taking the series 3-2. Really well played by both these players here. Very entertaining one, going down to match point. And Conqueror moving on. And what is me playing versus you? Is that, I believe?
Yeah, I'm checking right now because I'm not
me too.
100% sure. It's me? Yeah.
No, I'm checking. Is it? Yep, it is. Yep.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good series. We saw some interesting strats and some nice comebacks. Some good plays.
Yeah, definitely. That was pretty fun. So Conqueror moving on to the round of 16. Unfortunately, that is it for Ezad's tournament life. Thanks to Ezad for subscribing, signing up for the tournament. It was a lot of fun. Put up a really good fight there. And yeah, we're going to be seeing Conqueror and Kaiserklein round of 16. So, already some pretty good tournament. Some pretty good matches in this tournament. And it's going to very quickly heat up. And we're going to be seeing a lot of really great series.